Well, it's day 2 of the planting fiasco. So we got up this morning and we tried to get the tractor started so we could simply bring it over to my neighbor Bill's place, and we're gonna do a little welding, and the battery wouldn't start. So we mucked around with that for a while, and we found out that we had crusted old terminals. So we got those cleaned up, but now we're over, did a little grinding, and we're gonna do a little welding, and we're gonna see if we can get this thing set up, and we'll finally get to do a little bit of planting. The pollen count's coming up. I'm sneezing, but it's a nice day, and I'm hoping we can finally get going.
Controller settings. Okay, let's see what we got here. Build a bridge here.
Yep, I know exactly what you're doing. And I can actually watch it because I'm doing it through the phone.
Oh, you want to grab that other hook?
Looks like we got her welded up. We're gonna go try to do some planting. Fingers crossed. Welders, good job, folks. We got her going, and it seems to be dropping seed. So we're making our first pass. We're just kind of checking the depth of the seeds, making sure it's dropping. But so far, it seems to be doing good. Except for it does look like the planter's laying down the nitrogen, but it's not covering up. So we literally may have to come in here and manually cover that up. A little work extra. See the seed being laid down in the nitrogen, and Trent's gonna do the, what do you call that, the boot packing method?
The boot
yeah,
planter. Little flick here or there, little flick,
yeah, little flick here and there, but we're literally maybe have to come through here with a rake to cover up the furrows, but
I think it'll be okay.
Seed's going in the ground. So here's the situation that we're dealing with. We came in through here with a tiller. This was a grassy field, and we tilled it up really hard. And you can see all this grass on top of the soil. And it's breaking down, it's mostly dead, but what's happening is that the blades from the drill aren't getting through this very well. Sometimes it pops up. And so the corn kernels are somewhat exposed. And then the nitrogen is being laid down, which is great, but the wheels behind the blades aren't closing the furrow and covering up that nitrogen. The problem with that is that that nitrogen is very volatile, and you've got about 48 hours, I'm told, until that basically evaporates away, unless you have a big rain event. And we've got a big rain event maybe coming Saturday. So 48 hours. Today's Thursday, you know. And so what we're doing is we're literally going down every row here on this field, and we're kicking it in. We're going to try to close up those furrows by hand or by boot, which isn't the best, but it's what we're going to do. So we're not going to plant the other fields. We got a couple weeks. I'm going to see if I can get myself a planter somewhere. I just want to do this right, so that it comes up in the fall, and I haven't wasted all this time and effort. But it's a learning experience for sure. So what we're finding is that we're having to kick all these furrows. So I forgot I had this old baby. We're gonna put this back to the back of the truck and drag it around. It looks like it's covering it pretty good. It's working that nitrogen into the ground, and our kicking days are over, I think. Okay. So I ran out of nitrogen, or actually I was getting low. This old two-row planter has kind of put it on a little heavy, probably heavier than I'd like. And so we've gone through about 7 bags of nitrogen right now for an acre, which would be about 350 pounds of nitrogen on that acre. So I think we're gonna have corn 10 foot tall. But running into the seed co-op, we're gonna try to get a few more bags. I got 1 more acre to plant, maybe an acre and a half today, and then we'll have the corn in, and then it'll be onto the soybeans. So hopefully no more equipment breakdowns. It. I used my truck to finish the job, and I got about 1 acre of corn in the ground. And I learned a lesson for sure, because if you don't prepare the seed bed, you hear this all the time, prepare the seed bed, this is what you get. And this is what I'm showing you. This furrow just wasn't covering up because of all this grass that's on top of the soil. So all this nitrogen and these seeds were just kind of exposed, and I'm not expecting any rain now until Sunday, and the volatility of that nitrogen, it would have just evaporated away. But it looks like it's covered up good. I'm not seeing any exposed seed. The seed was actually in the furrow, so that was pretty good. But the nitrogen is now in the soil. The seeds are covered, so I'm happy. So hey, I'm Neil Hogger. I'm a land specialist with Whitetail Properties Real Estate, the Wisconsin Landman. You guys have been watching the American Landman. I hope you enjoy this. Hope you're out in your own fields. And if you have any comments, please make them below. As always, I appreciate the likes, shares, and comments. And subscribe to my channel at YouTube, The American Landman. I am out. I got to get home. Thanks, guys.